Warning! The following gameplay video was created by a scrub. If scrub gameplay disturbs you, stop the video now. Hello once again. Well, I'm Regdrin, and we're getting back to what I hope will be the last session in this particular mission. After the last video, I realized that I was playing with fire, and I definitely should have used that extra special shell. The reason being, these guys are right next to a city with a squad in it. So if I hadn't completely knocked out the squads in one battle, these guys would have a chance to go back to the city, get some more soldiers, and I'd lose the star. So I gotta be more careful from now on. I should have been more careful previously as well. Now, this is another situation that's going to require some care. We've got this village with a squad in it, and I need to lure this four-leg away from the base and then capture the camp. Also, it's surrounded by marsh, so I want to avoid ending a turn on there. It's gonna be tough to walk through as well. How am I going to deal with this? There's a couple of things that I can do. I can either knock this out and lure the foreleg away, or kind of the other way around. And either way I need to be careful. I'm actually not sure which way is going to be better. I also need to deal with this guy, but I think I'd rather have John do that. He can move up here and still be at the right distance to attack this medium, and he's likely to take a lot less damage than Kinsato would at their ideal range. The only question I have is whether I should lure this guy now or later, and I'm thinking later because Kinsato can spend a turn in the city and get a free squad recovery out of that. Ayana is going to crush this guy who just got his squads removed. Although, should I really do that? Yeah, I'm thinking I should. The reason I asked whether or not I should is because this guy is blocking the way for that light AFW and back. And I might not completely knock this guy out in one encounter, but that actually might be better. If I do finish him off, it'll be no big problem, though. Yeah, I definitely need the E-wire out front. Now this is really convenient timing. Ayana can get her full setup during the electric wire. And you've seen how long setups take, so it's a pretty nice time saver. Alright, that's actually not a bad shot. That shield had a decent amount of health left, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna stay still for the rest of the battle. I might need to get a faster load. Okay, the main thing I'm worried about is missing a shot while it's walking forward. I'll probably have to do a quick load if that happens. Alright, I can take time this one. Although if I really want to be sure, I could have just used an aim weapon. In fact, I probably should have. Let's check the turns. Which one is this? Oh, that one. I was hoping this one would move sooner. Because if it does, it might move forward to attack Ayana, which Ayana can probably handle. And that would mean this guy would still be stuck. Ah, the wonders of supply squads. So what moves am I worried about from this guy? My main concern is he might attack Weizsäcker, which would be... well, it wouldn't be a disaster for me, but I also wouldn't get very much done. I don't actually need you to go anywhere right now. I don't want to lure this guy before I'm ready to maneuver around him. I think I can afford to take my time. Now, do I want Jun to take this space, or Emilio? Well, let's see. Where can I go in 3 spaces from here? Yeah, I don't think either of them could take this A. Jun can move 2, Emilio can move up here. Okay. This time I can't really fault them for using that extra space of attack range from that recon. It is, in fact, the ideal way to engage an anti-AFW like this. Unfortunately for them, Quick Move is broken, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, it looks like I was mistaken. You can shoot enemy squads with a melee AFW at close combat, so they were not actually cheating. Live and learn. I need to keep that in mind and move my squads in back if that sort of thing becomes important. Should I recover? I don't think I can spare the extra 2 hours. Also, none of these guys can punch back, so there should be no problem. Ah, the small one went first. Well, so should I use ink shrap? Yeah, I'm thinking that I should, and the main reason is what I mentioned before. Also, both of these squads are really tough. I think that's going to be the first time that I use most of my special shells before the end of a mission. Could this possibly mean that the game is actually making me put in some effort now? I'm not 100% sure on how to handle this, however, I think taking the extra time to move to medium before moving the troops forward is the right move. I do get fewer shots from my squad, but since I'm depending heavily on the ink shrap, well, this is the thing that happens. Look at that armor, though. Also, I'm glad they're not shooting at my squads. Alright, one more normal shot can finish off both of them, I think. Actually, I shouldn't have thrown off their... Well, maybe I should have thrown off their aim. I was afraid I'd make them sit still for longer, which would mean that they don't move their squads forward. They'd better do that, though. Okay. Well, actually, it's not a good move on their part, but I need it. Yeah, that's one, and I should have enough time to fire the second shot. The problem is if they retreat their medics right away. But I think they're actually lining up... Yeah, they're lining up their own shots, so... While it's bad news for my squad, it's also very bad news for theirs. Okay, that was a little thorny, but... Now things are looking pretty much okay. So how do I deal with this? I don't think there's much to gain from trying to close in, although I probably should have put my supply in crew anyway. So I'm just gonna take a shell or two and retreat. Update? No. I was hoping they would fire a smoke shot. There might still be time for it. But the enemy tends to not run out of smoke shells even when they throw them out liberally. I think that with this foreleg, it's safer for me to just move around it and take the city before I try to fight it. There's too much chance that a smoke shell will stop me from getting rid of all their squads in one go, or two of their squads in one go. So how do things look now? Yeah, you're gonna stay until I have John move up and get rid of their squads and all the other stuff. It's not really my style to take my time, especially in Ring of Red, which directly rewards being fast. Oh, is this another of those obstacle things? Hate when that happens. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to move my squads back. I'm an idiot. That's some time that I lost that they could have been charging snipes. Oh no. I went through some extra animation because of getting out of the wire. Well, if they don't move their squad forward after this, I'm just gonna shoot their AFW. It'll knock them out if it's a hit. Okay. Heck, I might even have time to wipe them out with a shot regardless. Oh, bad timing. Well, John definitely needs to recover, but he won't need to make any moves anyway. Not for a little while, anyway. So this will be a good place for Weizsäcker to go. Oh, what is this? I believe that. Sure, right. This is the same person who was talking about how scrawny the North's forelegs were a few missions back. Come on, you gotta be more careful with those code words. Also, Weizsäcker, you gotta stop being so dumb. Alright, so how should I lure this guy? Well, that seems pretty simple. If he moves here, yeah, I can crush him pretty easily. Cansado can knock out its troops. Let me check what they are, though. Infantry med, huh? Well, no smoke shot. No white phosphorus. Yeah, it should be fine. could you actually move over here if you moved to this river? Well, it would hardly even matter because it would take a really long time. Ugh. But really, where else would you go? This isn't closer. Okay, fine. I guess this is what I gotta do. And you, I guess you can crush this guy no problem. Well, this'll help with Ayana being behind on experience. Oh. Well, if I was a bit more clever, I could figure out a troop and movement combination that would let my own skills cut my setups short every time. Well, they're definitely not closing the distance to medium after that. Yeah, I'd better even out the damage a little bit. Ooh, that guy really went flying. Also, why do they say capture the target? I know I noted that before, but there must be some translation quirk about that. I can't say you're wrong. Should I just go ahead and punch them? I don't especially see a downside. And depending on whether things get troublesome enough, it might be worthwhile to just attack the AFW directly until they're done. Oh, you can't go and capture them just yet. I'm gonna walk up here. Let's see, can Jun do it? Yes. Alright. So that'll be fine. Who goes first? Well, of course they go first. They're not in the freaking river. So I'll walk up here, and if this guy decides to attack from a diagonal or from here, I can have her fight back because then someone else can follow up and finish them off. It'll be no problem, I hope. I'm not going to initiate the attack, though. That could be bad. And I think we're just about set to lure this guy out. And it might also be worthwhile to have Ippei go up here. Well, actually no. I need to take the village first. Let's get the order of things, well, in order. No. Here.